I couldn't listen to your whole video. It was nonsense. You're wearing a Trump hat. You're wearing a Trump hat. Trump has done all of those things that you're talking about with his companies. No, actually, Trump is the one, and it's baffling to me why some of you cannot see what he was telling you. Trump was in the 1% of the people that was trying to tell the American people what was going on. He said it in his debate to Hillary Clinton when she brought up the taxes. When he told her, yeah, and you put that tax system in place to benefit you and your donors. So of course it benefited him. Yet he was outing it, wasn't he? I mean, doesn't people remember Dave Chappelle's his stand-up routine with that? Trump's saying, yeah, he benefited from it, but it's because of what she put in place because she's wealthy too. It's just like Bernie's wealthy. Yet these are all the people that have carried on about how they want to bring in more socialism to you who's not wealthy, or maybe you are. I mean, it's just saying this to anybody. So first of all, I wouldn't, if somebody was wearing a Kamala hat, that wouldn't be like a distraction for me. The very fact that my Trump hat is a distraction for you, so it means you need to do some inner reflecting. I mean that in the nicest way, I do. Because that's just juvenile, which is my point. The Constitution doesn't work for juvenile people. So yes, the automatic assumption is Trump's in that category. No, he's not. He went to the World Economic Forum and he warned the people. And it was all the people that are the middle class and the poor that hurt him. Somehow all the higher educated missed it. Somehow the wealthy, well, I think they knew what he was saying. Most of the wealthy was there. But he was saying, no, we're not going to go along with any more of this. Nobody can convince you. So I'm not going to try to. But just look at it from this standpoint. How is it that the middle class and the poor, black and white, both sides, see how the left and the right are a problem, but the very person that warned us, how is it that we all heard what Trump said and realized, no, we know exactly what he's doing? He's trying to fix the system because it's been screwing over the little people. Because all I've watched my whole lifetime is more socialists come in to say we need more welfare systems that don't work. They don't. I work in healthcare, believe me, they don't work. But then they want more and more and more and more and more. And socialism eventually destroys a country because it financially bankrupts everything. And then that's how communism comes in. So, and really we've been living under socialism. None of us in our lifetime have lived under what the true Constitution is meant for. But if people would stop with carrying on about what hat somebody's wearing and stop carrying on about left and right, okay? And stop listening, but just realize that sometimes people come along and you're wrong about them. And you guys are wrong about Trump. Trump is the one that outed these people. He did. That's why they tried to destroy him when he was in office. That's why I've watched politics for decades. I've never seen anything like the hit job I saw them do on him. I mean, that was when he was in office. I mean, the media and and everybody says he's so mean. Well, I would have been a lot meaner than he was with all the attacks against Barron. I mean, I'm not going to go into that. My point is that there was enough of us that heard what he said at the World Economic Forum when he went to speak there in 2017, something like that. And he said we're not going to go along with globalism because he knows what globalism is, communism on a global scale. Okay, so that won't serve anybody. That only serves the very people that have already been raping all of us, no matter what side you're on, to begin with. So Trump was actually trying to tell the people, how is it that millions of Americans heard what he said? You can write us all off as stupid, but maybe you should Stop being distracted by the hat and go and listen to some of the things he has said, most especially what he said in his inauguration speech, and how the military was behind him for like 30 seconds, and that's never happened with any president that was at inauguration. They were there for like 30 seconds, only the time span of him telling the American people today the country is being given back to you. Because in that speech, he says, it doesn't matter what party is in office. He said what matters is that the people are running the show. He had no reason to say that. He wasn't campaigning anymore. Do you realize that? He wasn't campaign. He was inaugurated in. He was the president. And yet there he is giving his inauguration speech saying it doesn't matter what party you elect, but what matters most is that the power is in the people's hands. So there's things that some of us, like a lot of us, millions and millions of us, picked up on. And throughout his presidency, he was telling people. And the media just got a lot of you all distracted with all this hate. When he made the comment about grabbing somebody, first of all, he never did it. But you don't look at what he was trying to say in that comment. That the wealthy gets away with everything. He didn't get off that bus and then go and do that. He didn't. And E. Jean Carroll is a total liar. I mean, she literally said on Anderson Cooper on worldwide TV that it wasn't a physical thing. It was just a power thing. So it was a total hit job on him. I don't expect the haters of Trump to see that, but you don't have a lot of insight because you're missing everything he's trying to do. These people aren't going after him and trying to kill him because they think he's a dictator. No, they know he wants to destroy the dictatorship. We've been under one for a long time. We don't even know what it would be like to live under the Constitution. But I think most people, especially the middle class and the poor, would like the opportunity to achieve the American dream. I would like the people younger than me and my family, the people I love, to have that opportunity. And if these globalists that Trump was outing get what they want, the people I love that are way younger will live in a horrible world, and it has nothing to do with Republican and Democrat. It has to do with a bunch of people that did destroy our Constitution, mainly the wealthy, the wealthiest people in the world, and they did it slowly over time, and now want to take us all into an even worse system. I don't expect you to see that because you don't want to look at yourself. I think some of you don't even want to admit that maybe you're wrong. But in the end, what Trump is trying to do is to help not just Republicans. As he said in his inauguration speech, it doesn't matter who you elect, but the people have to be in control. And it can't just be the people that have all the wealth. That's the reason they hate him, is because he wants truly the power to be back in your hands and mine. And quite frankly, after what I've seen politicians on both sides of the aisle do, well, he was refreshing. And I personally saw what he was doing because I took care of women fresh out of trafficking while he was in office. They were coming in regularly to the ER where I was a psych nurse back in 2018 and 19 until I left that job because there was a safe house in my county. So his deeds are righteous. That's what we need. To restore this country, we need men and women that aren't politically thinking along the lines of politics, but thinking on a righteous level. Strong, righteous men and women that can restore us, and then everybody can benefit, including all of the people that hate Trump. Because it's not just meant for one side. It's not about politics or left and right.